What's up, y'all? It's Trent B, one half of the reality TV couple with me and my wife Tori, where we react to TV shows from trashy all the way to classy. And I will say this is going to be a special one here, man, because I'm excited that we got MTV's The Challenge back. That's one of my favorite reality TV shows, and it's actually my favorite show out right now. It's been my favorite show for a long time. It really just combines two things that I like a lot. I like watching drama TV, but not like too far into it, like not like into the Housewives or nothing like that. And then I like competition. So it combines those perfectly. That's why I think it's kind of funny on some of the later seasons they started bringing like the Big Brother people in, and I thought it was kind of interesting, right? But it's my favorite show right now, so I'm happy we got that back. And we got season 42, Cutthroat, episode 1. I think they dropped 1 and 2. I'm only doing 1 for right now, but it's interesting. I didn't even think about the fact they brought back Cutthroat. That's like the challenge when they was in the season 20s, and they got a whole different type of people now. They got a whole different model on how they bring people in now. So it's just kind of interesting to see where we're at now with it, right? So it's funny. It's mostly now the challenge is so weird because it's mostly people from different shows. They're almost phasing out the MTV part of it, right? The only people on here that's from the old challenges is Nelson, Corey, Brad, CT, Bananas, Cara, Tori. Uh, I feel like I might be forgetting somebody, but that's pretty much it. And that's 7 people, but it don't feel like it. It feel like they're slowly starting to get phased out. But I'm glad they brought Cutthroat back, right? Just by the name, they're going to make people start being different than they've been the last couple seasons, right? Last couple seasons has been a little bit weird. I will say I do wish they kind of could bring back the vets and I wish they could bring back that challenge for a new champion. I don't know if people like that or not, but I thought that was pretty cool too. So hopefully they can bring that back. But starting out, they immediately make them run. If you know all these challenges, how they do most of these seasons, they pretty much make them run through a city, up a mountain, down a mountain, up a hill, down a hill. They make them run just to test their endurance out, and that's usually going to be the fittest people that'll win that challenge, right? So first person was Sydney. First person was Sydney, and I believe it was Josh. Those are the first 2 people. It really don't matter because if you see how the game unfolded, it didn't matter too much who these people were because they did more stuff anyway. Same as the top 8. It didn't really matter, but I just know that it stood out to me that it was pretty much the younger people probably in their early 20s that won. I thought it was kind of funny. You get people from like Amazing Race and stuff. That just seems like a really weird advantage, right? Super strange advantage when you get people that's whole thing is running that you put them on here. Like I understand bringing people from Big Brother, Love Island, Are You the One, even Survivor, right? But bringing people on is just like straight physical competitions is just a weird thing. But anyway, Sydney wins. I only brought her up because they brought her cocky ass back. I'm still iffy on if she's good TV. It was funny at the end because Norris said it. It's like Sydney is not real at all. She talks a lot of shit in the confessionals, but she doesn't say none of that to these people's face. These people probably don't know how Sydney feels if they didn't watch the show back. It's so weird to me. She's like the biggest confessional gangster. It's a couple of them, but she's like the biggest one. She's terrible, man. She stay talking shit in a confessional, right? Don't say none of that shit outside. It's so weird to me. That's why I'm kind of iffy if it's like good TV or not, because it's funny. She says some cute shit from time to time, but it never translates to in person. So it's no drama with it. You say shit and then it's like, I wonder if she gets pressed about it, will she back it up? That's what I got to see. Then we'll see how good she is at TV. With Anna, somebody like Anna Lay is cheating because she's Amazing Race. All she does is run. It's weird. And then it's like, is she going to be interested in TV? We don't know. That's why I feel like people from Love Island are going to be really good for the show. That should be the lifeblood of the show. That should be the baseline of the show. It's basically real world people, essentially. These people are fit. They bring people from all over. Theo was like a Love Island dude from like the UK. He was actually an athlete. Perfect for the show. Leo, baseball player in college. Perfect for the show. You got certain people that's like perfect for the show. It was funny with the top 8. They made them do like another competition where they made them kind of run and find a box. They was placed all kind of random places, but Sydney is interesting because he ran. The box was right in front of you. You ran right by it and ended up losing, not getting one of the top 3 spots. Super funny. This is about 8 minutes and 42 seconds in. So it's funny with her. It's like she has the brawn or the athletic side, but the brain remains to be seen. It's interesting. We don't know about the brain. We think she's smart, but it seems like if it's pressure situations, she talks like she's smart. She seems very pretentious, but in high pressure situations, it's going to be interesting to see how she does because that was so silly to me. You ran right by it. Even Leo found this before you did. It's so funny to me. With her, if this was like a teaming thing, she needs to lean on some of the more smarter competitors down the line, I'm going to think. Unless, I don't know, we got to see how she is with puzzles. Puzzles is the great equalizer for most people. So we got to see how she is with puzzles. The top 3 was Chris, Annalay, and Justin as team captains. that was kind of interesting. That was kind of random. I could see Chris. Chris is very well rounded. That's why he won that USA championship thing they did, or I think the world championships. I wish they could bring that back. It's the reason he won that because he's a dog for real, for real. That's why them Survivor people are supposed to be dogs, man. Survivor people are supposed to be like big time problems, but that's why it's so interesting that somebody like Michelle and Jay are so pussy. Jay's not even on the season, but I'm still gonna talk about him. It's so funny that these people are so pussy. Like Survivor, I feel like it's one of the tougher things to do, and they've done it at a high level. It's like, why are y'all so pussy on this hoe? I can understand Big Brother. I can see why they're pussy. Team Captains was interesting, and I thought it was funny how they somehow with the little twist. I like the twist. You know, they're keeping them on their toes. It's very twisty, very bendy this season. Very bendy this season. And I like the twist where they make them pick other team captains because it kind of made them end up working with other people anyway. But I did like the twist, and somehow y'all managed to give Chris the best team. How did y'all fuck that up? Y'all managed to give him a good team. Y'all gave him Corey and Leo. Y'all didn't get and Keanu. Y'all gave him Corey, Leo, and Keanu. Y'all gave him solid dudes all around. So it's weird how y'all gave probably one of the more well-rounded guys, one of the more well-rounded teams. It's so funny how y'all strategy is. Speaking of Corey, we got a different side of Corey now. Baby daddy Corey, free Corey. Corey finna be on his future shit this season, man. Hella kids, still moving crazy. That boy moved fast. Super move fast, right? It's so funny because he's talking about him and I think her name was Taylor, co-parenting under one house. Did you say that to Izzy? I don't know. Like, I don't know who you think is gonna really buy into that or sign up for that, but that's just silly. For any girl in the 20s that's single with no kids, why would you sign up for that shit? It don't matter what Corey look like that. And you got other options. So I appreciate him rapping to her. She seemed open to it, but do something else, bro. Play with something safe. I don't know. This might be past your time. I know in the past, bro, you was that dude. You was the challenge killer, but now you got these kids and shit, man. I don't know about that one. But Keanu's interesting because he's a gamer, big brother. Seemed like he'd be a hothead. Is he gonna be the new Fessy, or is he gonna be like a new Josh? We don't know. But them big brothers, they have a certain feel to them, right? We gotta see more. Hopefully he's good TV though. Now, I will say I appreciate the love they showed to Nelson at the beginning with the challengers. I like how they did it. That was dope, man. It's been a minute since we've seen Nelson on our screen, and he's funny, man. He's just a funny dude. He got a good heart. We love Nelly T, right? But he was getting a lot of camera time. I was getting worried. I was like, please don't put my boy in elimination, man. Please. It's too early, man. I don't want to see that boy off my screen so soon, but I'm glad they starting to fix the telegraphing a little bit. Like they used to be able to telegraph, like somebody's finna get an elimination and somebody's gonna get sent home. Spoiler alert, Cedric faced bananas at the end and Cedric went home. He barely got any camera time. He got a little bit, but not like Nelly. Nelly had a whole little segment kind of talking about where he's been at. I was like, damn, is Nelly going home already? So glad they fixed the telegraphing situation and they're not doing it like that, so they can keep me on my toes a little bit. So I appreciate that. And then if you look at the previews, Nelly's all over that motherfucker. So hopefully he's there for a little bit of time. So I'm glad of that. I was nervous for a little bit. But speaking of Cedric, man, he got a lot of ops just from last season, how he was moving. And it sucks because I do feel like a good amount of that was Michaela with the drama and how he moved. And also a good amount of how far he went was because of Michaela as well, because she was a tough girl. He was good too. He held his own and he won elimination with her. But as you see what happened with Bananas, man, he got dog walk. His strategy just wasn't there, right? But he got a lot of ops. Some of them are weak, some of them are strong. He had to get a better alliance. He had to get some alliance members. I don't know who his alliance is. Maybe Will. I don't know. I was interested to see who he would have had a showmans with, but we'll never know, right? Like Kanye said, I guess we'll never know. Hey, Anna Lee, why pick Nelson as your co-captain? I was just talking about him. I'd like to see him on my team. He's a good time, but you do not need to pick him on some strategy shit. Nelson is the muscle. He's the workhorse, but strategy, that's not Nelson game. You picking Nelson when Brad is right there. I know you want to vet because you're a rookie. Brad's right there. I know Brad's a spaz at time and Brad is a joke at some points, but Brad got more strategy than Nelson. Like, come on, be for real. Do you just like him or something? That was so weird how she picked Nelson as a co-captain. Anna Lee I think it was a great team. He's never been a strategist. That's just Bananas and CT when it came to the pick when it came to the voting. So how the voting goes this season and how the elimination sets up is kind of interesting. It's like the winning team really don't have much choice except for who goes into the game, who goes into the actual elimination. I think it's interesting that the losing team gets punished and the second team gets punished. I think that's kind of interesting. Losing team, you pretty much got to throw one guy in and he just got to face whoever they pick, right? Elimination this year, it's a twist, but it's kind of confusing a little bit. So they pretty much punish the second and the third finishing teams. The third team, they really have no choice over their fate. They pretty much pick one person to go into the elimination. The second team, they got to put up two people to go into the elimination. And then the person from the winning team, the two captains from the winning team, get to pick one person out of the two available people from the second team to go face the guy or girl from the third team, from the losing team. It's a lot of moving parts, a lot of opportunities for mess. And we seen that mess with Bananas and CT. They pretty much threw Will ass in there because they know he wasn't gonna get picked. They know he wasn't gonna get voted in. But then it was funny with Bananas and CT. They pretty much like, we'll do a stalemate and let them pick. And it seemed pretty fair to me. Most people thought it was fair, but for some reason, CT got his panties all in a bunch, right? And Bananas called him Boston scumbag. That was hilarious. That was funny. And that's why we want Banana on our screen more than Ced. Cedric is a good guy. He has good sound bites as well, but Banana just different type of TV. But y'all want to turn CT up? We gonna see. Turn CT up. It's good he didn't go in because that elimination, it was good for him strategy-wise, but physically, I don't know if that body could handle it, you know? On the inside, he got computer of a Tesla, but the body, a 98 Chevy C10. Doesn't work together at all. Do y'all want to bring Animal CT back? When he punched the CT, it was looking like we was going to get the CT that punched Adam in his face and went home early. That might have been a cutthroat season. Do we want to get that CT back? At the end of the day, he cussed and bitched and moaned for no reason because anybody who's picking, the smart move is to pick Bananas. Damn what he feels. Damn the idle threats. Bananas is the best pick because he's trained to go. He's in better shape than CT. It's the reason he's won all them championships. So pick Bananas all day. Cedric, talk the good talk at the beginning. Love for you to get your get back. Got to get it back in blood. But you doing all that talk, bro. You got to back it up, man. And then when they did the game, the strategy was just weird with him, man. It's like you could tell this game is more mental than physical. It's more mental involved than you think. For him, you could tell he was just running, but the mind, oxygen wasn't getting to the brain, and he was just missing certain lights and shit. And Bananas was hitting 2, 3, 4 lights at a time. And at the end, he beat that boy and looked like half the time. They had a 5-minute timer. He must have did it in 2.5, 2 minutes and 30 seconds. Crazy work, man. How'd you go out like that, Ced? That was so weird to me. But I figured looking at the trailer, Bananas is all over the trailer. You don't really see much Ced, so I figured that was gonna happen. It's cool. I prefer it like that. Bananas is good TV. Like, he's good TV. He has the sound bites. He brings the drama. He's good at the challenges. Ced, not so much. He got to work on that a little bit. He's a nice guy. He got to work on that a little bit. He's not bringing the shit like Banana does. And, you know, like pound for pound, they was pretty close physically, but Banana just got off the strategy. His strategy was dope. And then when he was picking the captains, Chris, great strategist. He showed why he won that season because he said he's picking Keanu, and I think he learned off his season. His season, they pretty much was like, we picked you first. We're going to keep picking you every time. You got to learn off that strategy. I was going to say if you can't beat him, join him, but he can beat him, so he has no reason to join him. But he picked Keanu for a girls' day. He thinks it's going to be a girls' day next time. They might flip it up and, you know, do another guy's day or something. But he picked Keanu so he could be off the table for when they got to do a guy's day. And that's smart because they know he's going to have to be the patsy, right? Keanu don't even know. He's probably thinking like, shit, I finally get some power. But he has no idea what's coming to him. Great move by Chris. Very smart move, man. We see why you won that challenge, and I think you won a Survivor season as well. We see why you the dude you are, man. Very smart move. I like the fact they don't get the twist where they can switch teams. I know Banana was just itching to do that shit so he could jump over to Team Blue. But I appreciate they didn't do that, so there's no easy wins. Just looking ahead here at the season, they had a couple of they showed a couple showmances. It was funny, that girl, Letty, big ass girl, man. It looked like Moana. I was telling my wife that. She looked like Moana brought to life. It was funny. She was yelling at Bananas and shit, and it's like, what are you mad about? Do you just like Cedric as a homie? Is that your homie? Like, what are you upset about? Bananas beat him pretty much fair and square. So it was weird. She was yelling at him, and then if you see the preview, him and Letty are in a bathtub and they getting cozy. So it's like very interesting. Banana's just a freaky old man. He comes on there just to snog all these girls off. So I think it's interesting. Josh is acting like his Love Island with Adrian. We're gonna call it Ozempic Adrian. She dropped a lot of pounds throughout the season, so it was kind of interesting to see. But yeah, I'm glad to see what's going to happen with the challenge here going forward. Hopefully, I want to see some showmances. That's half of what we see this for. So, y'all let me know what y'all think of episode 1. Are y'all happy to get the cutthroat back? What y'all think about some of the strategies? What y'all think about the game? Yeah, tell me what y'all think below, man. You know, like, comment, subscribe, and I'll holler at y'all tomorrow.